Ready up for Cyber Lunch.
Welcome back to the lunch table, my friends. Today is a very special day. Today, we spoil the hell out of the long-awaited Avengers Endgame and go through the highs, lows, and everything in between as we share our separate experiences, special moments, and overall take of one of the greatest feats in movie magic history. With an arc spanning 10 years? Am I wrong? Is that wrong?
10 years.
I didn't fact check that. We are happy to say, Cyberbots assemble! And belly up for the Avengers Endgame Spoiler Cast.
Good, you hit the post and everything. Man.
I know.
Nice.
Damn, I'm your moderator, Darrell, joined by one of our best friends, Eric. Yay! Give him, wow, one clap. Hi, Eric.
Am I getting the slow clap?
Yes, you're getting the golf clap. Actually, golf claps.
And
Golf clappers.
Yeah.
to my right, grand old granmple, amplejuice himself. Your old pal, the one, the only, Mr. Jakob.
Yes, sir. Hi.
I just want deafening silence for you.
We can't. The sports are on in the background.
Welcome to Cyber Lunch, a bi-weekly whatever podcast that deals with the nostalgia reflected and integrated into our everyday lives through growing up in the digital revolution, plus a plethora of tangents and passionate discussions with special guests, Eric, whoop, bam, 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 and our favorite music, movies, video games, and television shows of the past and today. Welcome, Eric. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
Well, thank you. This is what, episode 71 and a half?
Two.
72?
Yeah.
72, yeah.
I feel like I've been trying to get on for like 69 episodes.
Well,
So
Yeah.
thank you for finally caving in and having me on.
thanks for making the journey over here.
Just so we can get to know you a little bit better on the show, we got to ask, and I think we asked Mark this as well. What's your
Probably.
favorite video game?
Uncharted 2.
I fucking told you.
did tell me that.
I'm not a big video game guy, but before kids, like I just rocked.
So you
Uncharted 2.
did you buy the PlayStation 3 right when it came out?
No, I actually got that as a Christmas gift. So I've never bought a console in my entire life. They've all been gifts.
Really?
Yes.
God.
Or stolen.
I'm too greedy. I'm just like, I want this.
I was going to kick you out of my house till you said stolen. And I'm like, I understand.
I've been debating getting a PlayStation 4, except for kids. I barely have time to play on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
I don't want to drop $300 on something I'm never going to play.
Soon it's going to be cheap because the PlayStation 5 has been leaked.
Yeah, whatever.
Quote unquote. It's going to come out next year.
I think the first time Eric and I started talking when we met was about Uncharted. He was raving about it, and I hadn't played it.
The funny thing is, you're going to hate me for this, but I've never played it because I never bothered to own a PlayStation 3 because they were so freaking expensive.
Yeah.
I never had one.
Like, I had an Xbox and a Wii, and I'm just like, I'm set. I'm good. Like, I love Indiana Jones, but I don't know.
What?
I feel like they have a comparison, Indiana Jones and Uncharted, where it's just kind of like,
I got you.
I don't know, adventurous action movie.
That's one of the only consoles I've never owned. I think I've owned almost all the rest of them.
The controllers are amazing.
So garbage, dude.
Are you being serious?
I'm fucking with you guys.
Okay, I'm serious.
No,
I was
Justin
gonna be
always
like,
talks about not liking
That's the main reason why I didn't buy that consoles, because I was really into Call of Duty and I didn't like the controller. So
I did
At that
play
time.
through Last of Us, though, on that console, and it was amazing.
see, like I said before many times on the show, I waited for that game. I was like, this game's so popular and it's getting such rave reviews. I know when the next iteration comes out for PlayStation, there's going to be a remastered. And sure as shit, I think like a year or two after that summer, it was like an August drop, Last of Us remastered, and for the first time I was able to play like in the dark by myself on a TV like this, and I'm just like, I was crying right at the beginning, like everybody else that plays that game.
One of my
sorry
favorite
if you
games
don't
of
have
all
any
time.
context. I'm sorry.
No,
One of
I
my
approve.
favorites.
Yeah.
You should play that, Eric, too.
I don't know,
especially as a father.
I think it's a better version of Walking Dead, personally, narratively.
Oh yeah.
Would you not agree?
Yeah, it's not even close. Not even close.
Speaking of narrative, I'm sorry. Speaking of narrative things, we should probably move on. First question: When you went and saw Avengers Endgame.
No. What's his favorite movie or comedy?
Oh, yeah, I skipped that. I'm sorry. Late on me. Favorite comedy?
Oh, fuck.
I know, it's a hard one. Obviously, and I'm going to guess this right now, it's going to be a 90s comedy.
No.
Really?
First movie that comes to my mind is I Love You, Man.
I've never seen that.
Oh, it's
That's
so
pretty good. That's pretty good.
When I went
give it
down
to
to
you.
Orlando, like we flew Delta, and they had movies on there, and swiping through the options, and I saw I Love You, Man. I'm like, okay, I'm done. That's what I'm watching.
That was good.
So it's
That
really
was
good.
Paul Rudd and what's his face?
Marshall from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. I
It's
can't
right on
remember.
the tip of my tongue. Forget about Sarah Marshall, that
Yeah.
main guy.
Yeah.
Yep. No Dumb and Dumber.
No. I love those movies, but I Love You, Man. It's got a special place in my heart.
I'm going to have to check that out. Is it on Netflix? That's what everybody asks when you're just like, dude, do you have you seen this? Nah, man, it sounds tight. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, everybody
Like
asks. that.
everyone. It's an inevitable question.
What's your favorite movie?
It's
like a three-way tie between Saving Private Ryan, Fargo, and Dark City.
Okay. I don't hate that.
I've never seen Dark City.
You haven't?
No.
That's one of
But
the best, like, noir.
Is that a new Batman?
No.
Oh.
No.
Dark Knight City. In the city, there was dark. And in the night, there was night.
And Daylight.
And daylight.
Yeah.
Dead by
Fargo.
Daylight.
I love Fargo. What was the other one you said?
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really argue.
They're actually re-releasing that for the 75th anniversary of,
Are they going to do it in the theater again?
yeah, like select theaters.
Speaking of that, They Shall Not Grow Old. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's a documentary that Peter Jackson did where he remastered a bunch of World War II and I think I don't know if it's it was one of those World War I or II like old footage and like gave it color and like sound, and it's kind of like, I guess it's unreal. If you like documentaries, I'm just saying. I find it interesting. Jake, are you pulling it up?
No. I'm not.
Okay.
I know.
You look busy over there.
I am busy. Leave
You
me
look up
alone.
the Taco Bell
You know
hotel.
what he looks like right now? The guy in the chair.
I am the guy in the chair.
The guy in the chair, guys.
What is happening? Why is there audio?
Oh my god. Jake, the world is ending
we
because
go.
Thanos is coming. Okay, sorry. I had like an energy drink and a whole Coke. I think this is not my... Oh, this is still my... I don't do caffeine normally. So...
You always do caffeine when you're here. What are you, nuts?
That's because it's like the end of the week and I'm just like, I just want to go to bed. Like... I'm sorry, I'm a whiny bitch. Anyways. Shall we?
We finally get to talk about this movie. I figured we give it a long enough time where nobody can bitch.
Yep.
Because if you haven't seen it yet,
Spoilers.
It's your own damn fault.
yeah, you don't want to see it.
I remember walking out of Infinity War like a whole year. I have to wait a whole year.
Yeah.
And it was just like that. It's
Yep.
just like, well,
Oh.
that's how time is.
And
Yep.
it's like that.
We both snapped our fingers. There we go.
High five.
Like
touch
Thanos snapped his finger.
Yes, sir.
That was very canon.
You got
that was
it.
canon. I like that part actually.
I can't wait till this comes out in Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So I can watch them back to back.
Just be like, hey,
Just
what
like
are you
I
doing
watched
today?
like Matrix 1 and 2 back to back.
You need a big bag of popcorn for that.
Yes, sir. You were right about the popcorn the other day too, by the way.
You should not have done that. That's
No.
actually ironic because my first question that I was getting to: who else murdered entire large popcorn during the viewing of Endgame?
I think I did 2.
No.
Well,
You got
I might-
refills?
Infinity
Yeah.
War I did too.
Which theater did you go to? Was
St.
it, like-
Michael.
Oh yeah, so you
I
have.
live right by it, so
Do they have
that's the
those
only one I got.
reclining seats still?
No.
They took them out.
In
Yeah.
certain theaters, or certain theaters have the first 2 rows as reclining seat. I can't fucking talk.
That's all right.
It happens.
No, it has reclining seats.
Yeah,
Okay.
Except
the
for
first
the-
couple rows have reclining seats.
except for the big screen.
Oh.
That's just standard.
Because I think that's where we saw Suicide Squad long ago.
Yeah, and we were like jammed in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't know. It was
Were people hyped like in your theater when you saw it? Like clapping and just like, yeah, that's so awesome, or like laughing when they saw Thor when he's like, hello guys,
or
nothing's
dead,
wrong with me.
or dead fucking silent at the end of the movie.
Yeah, when you're just like, dude.
Yeah, heavy. Anyway, we should start from like your first impressions, right when you went in. You liked Infinity War, right?
I loved Infinity War.
So did I. I believe it's one of the best that they did over the last 10 years, right?
It's right up there with Civil War and like the first Iron Man.
Yep.
You're gonna hate me, but when I went and saw Civil War because I was super hype about it when it came out. The only ticket I could get was by myself, front row, and I got like 3/4 into it, and then I woke up in the middle of like the Iron Man, Captain America fight, and I'm just like, what's going on? Oh my God, something's happening. And then I fell back asleep.
I fell asleep during the last Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah, me too.
I don't blame you.
Ugh.
You didn't miss anything.
We can't go down that road. We can't go down that road.
Winter Soldier,
Oh
in my
God.
opinion, is better than Civil War, though. So, anyway,
I agree with that. Here.
this movie was 10 years coming, and I got one in the theater knowing I was going to like it. It wasn't going to be horrible unless they really did like a Last Jedi thing.
The thing about it is you just didn't know how crazy they were going to go with it. Like, am I going to see X-Men?
That's the only disappointment is they didn't throw in something like that.
Yeah, we
or like
can't blame
Wolverine didn't jump on the screen or something like that. It'd be cool. But
Well, Disney didn't just get the rights to Fox until like a few months before the movie.
Yeah.
So
speaking of which, how's that not a monopoly?
I don't know.
They own everybody now.
Illuminati.
No. Anyway,
Pizza's here.
Here we go. We got a pizza order.
oh geez,
Hang on. Hey, we're back.
oh that was good.
That was good.
Had to be done.
Thanks, Jake, for ordering the pizza.
No, I called you guys.
You guys ordered the pizza. What's your address? 33 Winter.
No, they already know.
Well, then why didn't you call?
I did call.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just giving you shit. All right. Excuse me. I had a frog in my throat there. Let me pull up where we left off.
Avengers.
Endgame. Yes. How many times did you see it in the theaters?
I only saw it once. Saw Infinity War 3 times.
Saw it twice. Took my oldest son to see it, and
How do you like it?
he loved it.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned that he wouldn't be able to sit for 3 hours, but
Oh
I
my
can tell he
God.
was getting like antsy, like at the 2 hour mark.
So you didn't feel like 3 hours to me at all.
Oh no, not at all.
How about like second viewings and stuff? Was just as good, or
Yeah,
yeah? I thought it was fantastic, but Infinity War is still better in my book.
I agree.
Really?
Yeah.
More action.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
it was more at stake. Like already the stakes have already been lost in this one, and it's just like how they're going to come back from it. Infinity War was Thanos's welcome home party finally after all the years of seeing him in little clips and all those things. But
So I saw this movie twice. First time was the opening weekend on a Saturday, and the second time was with my folks 3 weeks later. Now the first time, saw it in IMAX, had my tickets reserved. So literally, I walked up, excuse me, pointed the phone at the lady, and she's like, "Okay, go ahead." Everybody was super into it, like clapping, like right at the beginning of the movie when you see Hawkeye, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, of course he would be in this movie.
that was awesome, though. I like how they did that.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
that's one of my favorite parts of the movie.
I like seeing him again. It was good that he hadn't been there for a while because it could be like
literally
nostalgia.
right at the beginning of the movie when everybody turns to dust. Katie or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
The whole theater was like, "Oh shit!" Like I heard people in the back like, "Oh shit!" Like ooh,
Yeah.
like that just set the whole tone for this entire movie. Just somber, like holy f. This is on now.
What set the tone for our theater is when Thor cuts Thanos' head off. Just like, or actually when they cut his hand off first, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like they get pissed off and they go to get him because of what he did. Captain Marvel for some reason helps. I don't know that whole thing, but Thor is pissed that he let everybody down and everything else. He has all that guilt. Cuts his hand off first. Oh, so sick. No stones. Where'd they go? I don't know where they went. And Thanos destroyed the stones to keep himself from the temptation of using them again for something else or whatever. And then Thor freaking hacks his head off. I aim for the head. That was awesome.
That was the best part of the movie for me. I think one of the best parts.
It was there,
because it was just like, oh shit,
Yeah,
like
yes.
that just happened.
Yeah.
I said to my fiance, I was just like, okay, can we leave? Like right after that, I'm like, are we done here?
It set the tone for me.
I'm like,
where it's
we're a half hour in, and I'm like, there's a 2.5 hours
Yeah.
left of this movie. What are we going to be doing?
yeah, it's not what I thought it was going to be.
Lots
right
of
away.
time travel. It made me like Ant-Man more, if that makes any sense. I don't know.
Yeah. What'd you think, Eric?
Dead air.
Yeah, about to start like right out from the beginning.
Yeah, like I said, seeing Hawkeye with his family.
Yeah.
Was probably my favorite part. I think the one way it could have been better is when the girl is going to get that arrow, like have it try to hand it to Hawkeye, and then that's when she like disintegrates.
Yeah.
And like rather than him like not see where his kids went, have him see him like get dusted and just have him see him freak out.
Yeah, it would have been better for him to see what happened.
I love watching him go rogue in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
It reminded me of John Wick, but if like John Wick was Arrow.
It was Ronin.
Oh yeah,
Turned into Ronin.
There you go.
Awesome. That was awesome that they did that. I liked his haircut too. Nice mohawk, dude.
Oh, Captain Marvel?
No.
Oh.
Hawkeye.
Oh, he did have a mohawk.
Yeah, when he abandoned the bow and arrow and went with
I don't know. He looked like one of the like characters you kill in Rage 2, like just from the future, like total cyberpunk. Nothing wrong with that. They were going for a certain vibe for sure. I loved what they did with Hulk, and I know that's canon.
Oh, I liked it too. That was awesome.
He just like, you guys want a picture with him? Talking about Ant-Man or whatever, and they're just like, they don't know me, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
he like kept trying to talk. I was like, come on, man, it's not a big deal. No, you get a picture with him. Get a picture with him. It's okay. Yeah, Hulk was awesome.
Speaking of Ant-Man, I wish they would have shown us how he got out of the quantum realm. It was rather than showing us how, it's just he's in the van and then zaps back in.
Well, the rat walks across the box. Remember? The rat was on the dash of the van.
Yeah,
he walked
right
across
at the beginning.
and clicked the buttons, and it bloop, he pops back in.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah, it was one of 14 million possibilities. That's I just
suppose, yeah.
kept remembering that the whole time of the movie.
The fact that
this is the
freaking
one
rat.
time.
Is this it?
Yeah.
And Stephen Strange is like, yep, this is it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. We're bouncing all over the place.
It doesn't
but
matter.
It
It's
doesn't
just-
matter
it's
because
just-
if you've seen this movie, you know exactly what the hell we're talking about.
And then they go back to young Thanos, like a younger Thanos, and all of that stuff, so he could still be in the movie. It wasn't just like they'd hacked his head off and they figured out a way to some other enemy would come up or whatever.
I like how Nebula was like somehow still connected to her future self or
Yeah.
past self. I thought that was really badass.
Yeah, I didn't even think that would be possible, but you think about it, she's robotic and like, yeah, that actually could happen.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. What was the moment you laughed the hardest? That was kind of a hard one.
It got to be the Lebowski line. Come
Yeah.
on, Lebowski.
That was a
That's
good
probably
one.
the one that got me the most because he was dressed exactly like Lebowski.
I think the
Fat
first
Thor
time you
we're
see
talking about.
Thor after the 5 years, and he's got that big beer belly. Love that.
And they're playing Fortnite.
That is true. That is hard to beat. One of my favorite parts is when they're going to get the Infinity Stone from Peter Quill, Star-Lord, and they see him in the background. He's like dancing. I was dying, dude, and I was probably one of the only ones. Some dude in the first viewing of the movie that I saw was laughing hysterically at the part where Hulk was in the truck and he was like grinding the back of the truck down the road when they were going to see Thor.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, shut up,
yeah.
dude. Like,
Internalize.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
some of it was cool, like the clapping when finally Captain America wielded Thor's hammer.
Oh, that was my favorite part. That was the first time I teared up.
I was kind of like, I was blind to that. I'm just like, I didn't like register at first. I'm just like, wait a minute, that could happen. I thought, wait, that got destroyed in Ragnarok, didn't it?
But it was from a different timeline, though.
Broken,
Yep.
error, Eric.
When Captain America wielded Mjolnir, that was like a comic book geek part of me came out. I literally was like, fuck yeah, in the theater.
I heard a dude in the back like, let's go.
Yeah, pretty much. It was so awesome. That's what amazes. I've said it before. I'll say it again. The part that amazes me about these movies is how much they make you care about the character.
Oh, I know.
And like Captain America, the first movie, it was okay. It wasn't great, and they got better, of course, because like I said, Winter Soldier is one of my favorite movies. But like Thor and all these other characters, where you're like, yes, when stuff happens to them, to get that reaction out of you is the best. I loved it.
Especially if you have a theater that's got the energy, like everybody's into it instead of being like dickheads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That I love opening weekend because I think that the people that really care are going to be the most quiet.
That's true.
Opening weekend, they're just like, dude, shut up because I need to know what happens.
Except when I yelled that out in the theater. I usually don't make myself known in a theater. But
When Captain America came at Thanos for the first time with the hammer and like hit him a few times.
yeah.
Some little kid in the front he was like, Thanos, you a punk. Like, people were just like shouting. And
Yeah.
there was a standing ovation in my theater for the first time. Second time when I went with my parents, that was not so pleasant, to be honest with you. I'm just like, I don't think I'm ever going to go to the movies again after that one. It's like some dude was shaking popcorn. Some lady had way too much perfume on to the point where I'm just like, oh my God, dude. And at the same time, we started, the movie starts or whatever with Hawkeye. Hey, I can't hear. I'm just like,
Shut the fuck up.
my mom's like, I can't hear anything. I'm like, I know, I can't either. So I went onto the lobby and I saw some like kid that was working there. I'm like, hey, theater, blah, please, can you just crank it up a little bit? Yeah, well, it's going to be a bit. I'm just like, dude, seriously. Like, I'm 30 years old and I'm still having a hard time understanding what the hell's going on. Please turn it up a little bit. Please. Come back to the theater. Nope. For another like 20 minutes, my mom finally gets up. This whole thing happens, and then some guy in the front walks in from out of nowhere, and he has a half thing of large popcorn, and he starts shaking it. And I'm just like, basically, I went with my folks because my mom wasn't really into the movie until I told her about everything, because my dad wanted to go. I'm like, okay, well, you have to watch Infinity War. It's on Netflix. Watch it. She called me. She's like, oh my God, I can't sleep anymore. Thanos is out there. He's going to get us. I'm like, oh my God. I'm so excited for this movie. And then here, all these people are like literally walking in and out. Like people that obviously haven't been there for like the first hour and a half of the movie. Like 8 people would walk in. I'm just like, oh my God, dude. This is why I'm not opposed to reserved seats, and I'm sorry about my rant, but that was my second showing, and I just, if I'm gonna see a movie like that, I'm going to IMAX opening weekend, if I can help it.
I should have, but
Sorry for my long walk. I apologize.
I pretty much was just like transfixed with this movie. Like the whole time I was into it the entire time. Everything that would happen, it got a little ridiculous and stuff like that, but it was great. Like, I don't know about the Black Widow dying. I don't know about that whole scene, but it was like, it had to go that way, I guess.
It had suspense for me because, like, I'm sorry to say, I had never read the comics. I'm sorry. But I became a big fan of the movies throughout the years, and to see them, like, fighting, I didn't know who was going to die. I was like, okay, obviously Hawkeye's going to die because he's the courageous one. Like, they're not going to kill Nat.
I'm glad they didn't.
Why, because you want to bet?
Yeah, I did win a bet. Give me that freaking hamburger. You should have bought me a hamburger. Well, you got me pizza. I'll take the pizza as the bet.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't even remember the bet, honestly.
You said Hawkeye was going to die, and I said...
I did.
Yeah. I said Captain America. Did he die, technically?
He did not.
Damn it.
He grew old. That's all he did.
Knock himself out at one point.
Cool.
Because he thought Captain America knocked himself out on that sky bridge because the old Captain America thought the new Captain America was Loki. Because he had like one of the Infinity Stones, the Tesseract.
So, a common thing with concussions is death.
No stairs!
Yeah, I hate stairs.
That was great. And then Tony's like, pull the plug. Pull the plug.
How did you guys think about how they fit everybody in it?
Perfect.
I wish he would have been in there longer.
Who?
Like all the people that disappeared in the first one, I wish they would have found a way to get them in there earlier rather than have it just be in like the last battle, because it bugged the shit out of me, the fact that they brought all these people in for like 2 scenes.
Pretty much, yeah.
And
Yeah, but I mean, God, it'd be 5 hours long. Well, and then again, though, who cares? Give me a 5-hour movie.
Basically, the ending was like Ready Player One, but with Marvel characters.
yeah,
Apparently,
Just but with blah enemies. Not blah, but
apparently Howard the Duck is in that final
he is. I saw him.
fight scene and everything else. So.
yeah. I guess
said
there's like a
hi.
shitload of Easter eggs.
Oh, yeah.
When he says Avengers Assemble and they're all running towards Thanos' army, that got me. I was like, holy shit, this is something I haven't seen, that I've been waiting to see for all of these years. Everybody teamed up, and everybody that's cast is perfect. Like, I don't think there's really a bad casting except for Captain Marvel. But I haven't seen the movie, so I can't really talk too much shit. But she didn't do anything for me, and I really don't like Black Panther, but just because I think Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah,
I don't think he's very like charismatic. He's kind of just like a
2-dimensional character.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I didn't like that movie in the first place, but whatever. It was just one of those. It was good.
It's neither here nor there.
Yeah, and like I didn't like Doctor Strange movie either, but it was awesome to see him fighting like in Infinity War, and then when he came back in
What's
this,
not to like about Mads Mikkelsen as a bad guy in every movie?
yeah,
Except Jyn Erso in Rogue One. He was a good guy in that movie. Lest
right.
we forget. Well, not really, because technically he worked for the Empire, but that's a whole other movie. Anyways, what moment made you tear up the most? Obviously, the ending, but...
Eric, you're first.
The first time I saw it, I did not tear up.
Really?
Then when I saw it the second...
Cold-hearted bastard.
Yeah, you
I
are
have no
cold.
soul.
God.
But the second time when I saw it with my son...
Soul. Yes, you do.
I teared up when Iron Man hugged Spider-Man. That I teared up just a little bit, then I slapped myself as like, get your shit together.
That's how I felt but I was like I was having these moments where I think it was excitement for seeing something so awesome and like parts that I wanted to see. But there were like the Tony Stark thing when she told him he could rest now. That got me,
I'm done.
I was completely done. And then when
that was such a good scene.
when Happy's talking to his daughter at the end.
What do you want? Cheeseburgers?
Yeah. Your dad liked cheeseburgers too. Like, God, man. But and like I don't know. I think more of the tears for me were like excited, just like goosebumps, like just pure, just kid adrenaline again. Like, oh my God, it's happening. I think that was for me.
For me, I didn't necessarily tear up, but I like involuntarily said I can't even when Rocket put his hand on Nebula.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, I can't even. And the guy sitting next to me just started laughing because like I didn't even mean to say it, but I'm just like, oh my God, like Groot and Gamora. Oh my God, dude.
Ant-Man seeing his daughter growing up, that got me kind of a little bit too. It was a good movie. I think it was just emotions from caring about these characters. You had no idea like what this happened to you over 10 years of all these movies where you're just like, yeah, like go get some. But then the end fight, I agree with you, where it was like Guardians, 2 seconds, and that was it. And then it was the next group and the next group and the next group. But like I said, it was more about the main core group anyway.
One of my main gripes is I kind of thought it was BS that Tony Stark was on that wreath, but Black Widow was not.
Yeah.
That was a little bullshit because she sacrificed too, dude.
Yeah.
For sure.
If it's not for her, like they don't have the Soul Stone.
That's what I mean. Like, why wasn't she represented on that wreath?
Well, they gave her a kind of a send-off when Hulk got pissed and through the bench and stuff. They kind of...
That was a send-off, but it wasn't her funeral. Like, they both should have been on there because they both sacrificed everything. I feel like that was a huge misstep on their
Once
part.
again, it was three fucking hours long.
But I'm saying, all they had to do was place, like, something like...
ballet shoes.
And Loki
exactly.
All these people that died that never came back.
Exactly. It doesn't even have to be elaborate. It could just be something like simple, just to represent Nat.
Yeah.
That was one thing that I was just like, okay, that's kind of bullshit. So,
are you guys disappointed that more Avengers didn't die?
Yes. I wish there was more consequences to what happened. I wish it was like serious stakes. I wanted Captain America when he stood up, hurt. And this is my favorite scene in the whole movie. When he stood up, rolls over, gets up, and his arm is all slashed up and everything, and he pulls that strap tighter on his arm, and he's standing there by himself, and they just show that scene from behind him, and he's looking at Thanos' entire army, and he's just standing there like, I can do this all day kind of thing. Mm-hmm. That I wanted more stakes with people dying, like even in the final scene when they come back. Like, I would like to see some of the guys get murdered. No offense or anything, but
same with Game of Thrones. Spoilers.
I mean, if we're going to do it, but then you don't know what their plans are for Phase 4. So you don't know who's coming back and all this other
I have no
like
idea.
that,
Squirrel Girl. I mean, they teased a lot of stuff in this movie, too, like Hawkeye's daughter, Morgan, Tony Stark's daughter. Like, there's possibilities there that...
Falcon is Captain
I don't
America.
mind that, though. I was saying to someone the other day that I wouldn't mind, like, if Harry Potter carried on with the kids. Like, Voldemort came back, but it was like Harry's kids, Harry and Hermione's. I thought that'd be pretty interesting, better than Fantastic Beasts.
You lost me on that because I am.
I'm sorry.
Don't know.
Do you like those movies?
Harry Potter, yes. Fantastic Beasts, no.
No.
I saw the newest one on the theater, and I think I fell asleep.
Yeah, it was. Oh, sorry. It was visually like impressive, but at the same time, like narratively, I don't know. I just kind of lost interest. Sorry, that was a huge tangent, but that's what we're here to do here at Cyber Lunch.
I wish. It's so weird because that like final battle scene felt to me like it was like a half hour into the movie, and it just went on and went on and went on. So it felt like they should have had some cooler moments, but that feels like such a stupid nitpick because it was so awesome.
They blew up all the Avengers headquarters. Literally, like it collapsed in on
That was awesome though when Hulk was holding it up and everything though.
I still think right there Ant-Man should have died because he was like taking the brunt of that.
If you watch it though, he does shrink in
Does
the
he?
explosion.
Okay.
And so that's how they say he gets away, and you can see it.
And then next time you see him, he's small.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I agree with you though. I think I think people should have died. I think they took the easy way out a lot, but they have to. They have to think about like what's coming, and there's those things. For what it was, these are all like small problems.
No. Yeah, I would give this movie like 95% out of 100.
At least. Yeah, a 9.5 probably.
Yeah.
Well, Infinity War is probably 9.5 for me.
No, I would say 9.8.
I was thinking 9.8 and
Really?
then
9.8?
maybe
Yeah.
90 for Endgame.
Yeah, okay. I'll get behind that. I don't know. Thanos was awesome. Just as always, it was good to see his henchman back because it was a different timeline.
Yep.
Like, there's easy ways out of everything for that kind of thing, but it was awesome. I just wish, like, Guardians were barely in it. It would have been cool to see them do some more
Rocket
stuff.
had a huge role for the
Yeah,
most
but
part.
it would have been cool to see Star-Lord come back. And,
Kip. Hey, say hi, Kip.
I swear to God, for a second there, I thought you were a Build-A-Bear. That was an awesome line, too.
When Ant-Man's, like, changing from different time zones or whatever. Time zones. You know what I meant.
Yeah, timelines,
Yeah, he comes back as, like, an old man and then a baby. He's like, I had to poop myself. I don't know if it was the old me
Or the young me.
The
Or the
baby
me.
me or just me.
Yeah.
It had a lot of good writing, for sure. The slow part still kept you intrigued, but it's kind of like... It definitely had to slow down, I felt, narratively, because you have to feel the weight of the aftermath of what Thanos did when he inevitably snapped it. And when Hulk snapped it, that was pretty badass, too. Like, I tried to get Nat back. That was kind of bullshit, though, because in the comics, I know that the Soul Stone, you can do whatever the hell you want with that.
Well, the Soul Stone is like a universe of its own.
Right.
So that's what they're saying is maybe the next Guardians is going to be them trying to get Gamora out of the Soul Stone with Black Widow. Because they're trapped in there. Their souls are trapped in the stone. So they're in the comics, it's an actual world inside of there. And you can go into it and bring people back.
Yeah, but then they'll be running around with two Gamoras.
Yeah, but that other Gamora... Well, yeah, that was another confusing thing about... Like, where'd she go? She just run off, or...
No, she's with Peter Quill.
No, she's not. They
No,
were looking for
they
her.
go off looking for her.
Remember,
Because
they said
they're
she's
in
missing.
the ship and they're like searching for Gamora.
Please be called Asgards of the Galaxy. Please. Asgardians of the Galaxy.
That'd be cool.
Please. I don't know. Thor was awesome in this.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I love that, actually.
You know? That,
Guardians of the-
please. And then even Fat Thor was awesome at the end when he had his powers, and he just looked like
He
this
looked like
big
a
old
reggae
Viking.
DJ. He's like,
Yeah.
he had the dreads and everything. And
Yeah. When he shot electricity into Iron Man and charged him up. Oh, that was so sick. That was like the Iron Man and Captain America in the first Avengers.
Right.
When
what's your favorite action moment in this whole thing?
Man.
Mine is when Spider-Man uses kill mode for the first time.
Yeah. Instant kill mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like, too. Just like that.
I haven't even thought about my favorite action moment.
I
It's
think
tough.
when they're all charging and it just shows all of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it was a painting, it would have been all the characters, like, piling over the top of each other and everything else. That or the Captain America when he stands up in front of Thanos' army by himself.
They did kind of address that there wasn't any X-Men or Fantastic Four because I think Doctor Strange was like, this is it? Or somebody was like that, and the other guy's like, what more do you want? Or something like that.
Well, they're talking that Phase 4 is going to be the Secret Wars. And if that's true, that's Silver Surfer, that's Galactus, that's the Fantastic Four, which Disney owns now. That's the X-Men.
How many
which
times have
Disney's
they
own.
made Fantastic Four? Oh, my God.
I think if it's in
Too
charge
many.
of these guys,
What about the last remake that came
I didn't
out?
watch it.
I know, no one did.
With a black torch.
Yeah, it got pulled from theaters, I think, like 2 weeks in.
I
I
think
saw
so.
something on Watch Mojo about that.
Yeah, whatever. That's neither here nor there. What do you guys think overall for 10 years to culminate to this? How do you think they did? Eric, what do you think? Kevin Feige.
I could have gone without Iron Man 2 or 3.
I could go without Iron Man 3.
Other than that, it's great.
Somebody got a hold of that one because it was
Weird.
Christmas. It's a Christmas movie.
Yep.
It really is a Christmas movie. And if you notice at the end of Endgame, that same kid is there in the line.
I would say I could go without Dark World, but that
I like
introduces
that
one of
movie.
the Power Stones,
Yeah.
so you can't really go without
No,
that.
I like that movie.
I could have went without Black Panther, but I feel selfish saying that because I know a lot of people wanted to see
Well,
that
he
character.
had a part in Civil War, so there was nothing you could do about it.
I think he could have been that throughout this. Like he could have been at part of it, but I don't know if he needed his own movie or not. But that's just me. I was never a Black Panther person. I haven't seen Captain Marvel. I really don't care. As far as I'm concerned, a super powered, like I'm a Superman freak. You know that. I
It's
love
all the
Superman.
same. It's the competitor to Superman.
It's overpowered character shows up and can do whatever. And that's kind of a
It's just boring.
yeah.
That's all that is.
And I probably could have done without Ant-Man 2, but at the same time that introduced us to the multiverse though.
Yeah, I
Or
was
the
thinking the same thing.
Interverse or whatever.
Yeah, and what's her name was in it? The
Wasp.
older actress that's really popular.
Oh, fucking Catwoman.
Yeah, Catwoman, Rochelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, Michelle. Yeah.
Rochelle Pfeiffer.
Rochelle. Oh my god.
I
That's
think they
awesome.
could have done without, to be honest, Guardians 2.
That one was subpar compared to
Yes.
first Guardians.
I just think a couple scenes could be cut to make that movie better, like the very beginning where they're writing and she's singing. Like that's kind of weird. I don't know. I didn't like that part.
It was just too much comedy. It was too much. It was
Are we talking Guardians too?
Yeah.
I loved Baby Groot at the beginning where he's just dancing around and everybody's fighting in the background.
No,
Yeah,
I like
that
that
is
part.
The
sweet.
best part.
It seemed like
With
every
ELO.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's no, which one was it?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Anyway,
Who knows?
other than that though, I mean, but all of the movies, if you watch them, they're entertaining. Like there's something to watch there and they're great. I mean, they're even like with Spider-Man just thrown in there out of nowhere. It's like, wow, that's awesome as a late addition, and everything else. They just got better and better and better and better as they went. And I liked how they pretty much kept the story the same. They didn't really retcon anything. They didn't really have to go back and make, fix mistakes and all that stuff.
Other than the way Thanos looked.
Right, but that was just evolving over time. They didn't really know what the hell they were going to do with him. They just knew
Like
that
who-
was going to be at the end.
I didn't even know who that was when I saw Guardians. I
Oh, I
thought
knew
Guardians was
exactly
going to
who it
be
was.
lame. I didn't even know it was a part of the Marvel universe. I was just a noob back in the day. I had no idea.
I loved it. I thought I was like, oh my god, it's Thanos. And then I heard over the years that who it was going to be. Like, yeah, that's going to be
Josh
awesome.
Brolin.
And he looked fantastic in all these movies too. It was great. And then you look at DC. You look at DC and you look at what X-Men did and stuff. It's like, how bad? Like, it's not that hard, I don't think, to make something amazing like this. And they just how bad they fucked everything up, especially DC.
I like all the X-Men movies.
Oh, they're terrible.
Why?
Oh,
First two X-Men and then Logan.
Logan was the best one of them all. The first X-Men was cool just because you got to see them all for the first time. I thought the rest of the X-Men
I'm
were
sorry.
garbage.
I'm sorry I'm a dummy, but I don't find any objection to any of them. I think they're all entertaining movies.
Ugh, I thought they were.
You find Wolverine entertaining?
Yeah, I saw it with my dad at Regal before it was shut down and turned to a Top Golf, which sucks because blah. Movie theaters are cooler, bro.
Only part about Wolverine that was good was Sabretooth. They should have had Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth in the first X-Men.
It was just all bad. I didn't like any of those, and I loved the X-Men.
Well, obviously-
except for what's his face is Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, except for that. But like now they're having
First
that-
Class was great too,
Oh,
man.
it was terrible.
Yes, that one was good. I forgot about that one.
it was not good.
Where Magneto's in the concentration camp again, dude. It gives so much backstory.
It wasn't the First Class, so don't call it that.
Well, that's what the name of the movie is, though.
Yeah, but it's stupid. That's not the first group
Just
of
because
X-Men.
you think it's stupid doesn't make
No, it doesn't
the
go
fact
along with the
that movie's
comics.
called First Class.
Doesn't go
That's how
along
you
with the
categorize.
comics.
Because I would just say X-Men, and you would think of the very first movie.
No. Who's gonna
Jake
be
already pre-ordered his Dark Phoenix tickets, as you can tell.
No.
So thank God.
I will not see that movie.
He booked the whole theater for himself.
Who's going to be the new Wolverine?
Are they remaking it?
Well, they're in the MCU now.
Tom Hardy.
No,
Henry Cavill.
that's who they're talking about.
since he's no longer Superman, right?
Well, they're talking about him, but
Tom Cruise.
I want Wolverine.
Nick Cage.
Oh my God, like a Mandy Nick Cage.
Hey, get away from me.
I want to see a Wolverine, that little hunched down savage Wolverine that was in the comics. So
I think Tom Hardy could pull that off.
I'm done with Tom Hardy. After Venom, I don't want to.
I liked him in Peaky Blinders.
I liked him in Bronson.
Oh,
Bronson was good.
that's a hard
I could have
wa-
gone without seeing him lather himself down
That's
completely
what
naked.
I mean. It's kind of a hard watch. You watch it once, you're like, yeah, I saw that. It's not one where you put on, you're just like, yeah, this is something.
I thought he was great as Bane. I'll live and die in that.
No,
Stone.
that is the worst voice acting I've ever heard in my entire
No,
life.
Venom was.
No,
Yeah.
I will fight you over that.
No, I'll fight you too.
I will claw you like a wildebeest in the wild.
Anyway, do we want to see more of these movies? Because they're obviously going to Phase 4. What do you guys think
Let's
about
see.
that?
Does Disney want to make more money?
I'm just saying personally. Are you like satisfied, or are you like, that was
I
the
think
whole
I'm
thing?
done for a while. Honestly,
I think I
don't
might
know.
be too.
I think this would be a good time to stop. My only thing I would have done differently was put Spider-Man Far From Home before Endgame.
See,
Yeah,
That way you
that's
have, except for Spider-Man.
Homecoming.
I wouldn't have said anything about it until
It's funny, yeah, because I have that on my notes. Like literally, I can't remember what movie I went to, but it was in IMAX, and we're watching, and all of a sudden I see Spider-Man. I'm like, and it's like, oh, Tom Holland's like, oh, thanks for coming to the movies. Here's a new Spider-Man trailer. I'm just like, what? So the whole time I'm literally plugging my ears, and I closed up, and my fiance was like, what are you doing? I'm just like, I don't want to see this. This is a complete spoiler for Endgame. Like literally, this is a spoiler. This entire fucking trailer. This is absurd. How can this be shown? How is there no outrage over this? Like I was kind of pissed because I'm like, everybody bitches about everything on the internet. Like you have Sonic, you have other things. All of a sudden, they have a trailer for a movie that happens after a movie that hasn't happened.
why do people think Michael B. Jordan is good in this movie?
Am I alone here?
No, I'm with you. The fact of the matter is they announced Far From Home way before Endgame. Like we knew it was coming anyway. So it's like they're not going to kill off Spider-Man. It's like they're not going to kill off Black Panther. You know.
And then I think they're doing Doctor Strange too as well. So you know that he was going to live. I mean, I would have kept my mouth shut about all the upcoming
everything
sequels.
after, yes,
'Cause-
and then been like, here's Phase 4.
I
after
just
it
think
came,
it
you know.
negates Endgame. It's pretty much saying that after Infinity War, something happens and they all live because obviously Spider-Man's got another fucking movie.
That's the comics, though, man. You know everybody ain't gonna die.
You never know. There was that one universe where what's his nuts had them all captured in that cell, and you could see each of their arms. Remember that picture you were telling me about?
The Collector.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Collector collected all the Avengers in one universe in one of the comics. I remember you showed me that picture. Maybe that was DC.
No, that was a Collector.
That was a Collector.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My thing is,
it's computer nerds, comic nerds yell
they
at
did
me.
the multiverse and the time and everything else, so they could have an easy way out of getting newer, younger people.
Doctor Strange
But
gave it to Thanos.
Can we just stop for a second and give Robert Downey Jr. the proper props, dude? That guy, unbelievable.
First time you see him when he's looking all deathly sick.
Yep.
I mean, in my notes, I have just give Robert Downey Jr. a nomination for this movie. He
It's-
was incredible.
I'm saying throughout. That's Tony Stark, dude. The first time I ever saw him cast as that, I'm like, that's pretty good, actually. And then you saw him like perform as him, and you're like, that's completely Tony Stark from the comics. Just cocky, just, you know, and then becomes humble after everything and becomes a savior of everybody. Unbelievable. Everybody in this movie, they cast everybody. It was perfect.
Who played the bad guy in Iron Man 3? Was that Guy Pearce?
Yeah, that was
Guy
a
Pearce,
horrible
and then
movie.
there was Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, but he wasn't
as
really bad.
Mandarin.
That
Oh.
was what pissed me off, because at the very beginning of that movie, I'm like, this Mandarin is awesome, like a terrorist and everything else, and then he ends up being a joke. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a totally pull the rug out from underneath you
Yeah.
type of movie.
I didn't like it. It was another one of those super powered villains that were just kind of boring. Same
One moment in Endgame we haven't mentioned is when Scarlet Witch confronts Thanos.
Oh, that was epic too.
You've taken everything from me. I don't even know you.
Yeah, I don't even know who you are. Yeah,
Just lifts the ground up.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
and crushes like all his armor and
Yeah.
stuff. Is like that shows how
So
powerful she
sick,
was.
dude.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Yeah.
it's so good.
I was clapping.
Yeah, that movie. It was just good. It was everything I wanted it to be. There were some things where you're like, yes, I wish there would have been something cooler. Like, I want to see Wolverine, like, cannonball into the freaking scene, you know, or something like that. Or Deadpool show up. Or something.
I think it was on YouTube. I saw, like, a clip for a video where Deadpool's going to be introduced into the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, they're talking he's coming into the universe. In that.
Oh, because now they've done Once Upon a Time and it sold, so now...
Well, and they did a PG-13 Deadpool to be technical.
That's what I'm talking about, Once Upon a Time and Deadpool.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't bother.
A friend of mine on Facebook came up with an idea of, like, doing a crossover movie with Spider-Man and Deadpool, but keep it at PG-13. And Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool knows that it's PG-13, and he's saving his one F-bomb for the right moment. So
that is genius.
And Spider-Man takes it from him, and he's like, what the and he tries to swear and he gets bleeped out, and he starts saying like shit, god damn it, everything, until he starts getting bleeped out for that, and he's like, wait, what the fuck is going on? It's like, well, you're only allowed certain numbers of like swear words before you get bleeped out.
So like totally break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
I love that so much. That it's so amazing. Oh my god, that's wonderful. My god,
I'm excited for the future in the fact that there's going to be more characters, and now there's so much money in this that they're going to keep like we're going to have some epic shit coming. The problem is we're going to have so much garbage in between.
Back to what you were saying, like he's doing like a front flip. He's like, didn't say it yet. Like, nope, not yet. You thought I was gonna say it, didn't you? That was more Ace Ventura. I don't know. Pet detective.
I loved it. I thought it was a great conclusion to
But
this
it's not.
epic.
It's a great finite ending for Thanos' threat for now. Until the old Thanos comes back in time.
No, they won't do Thanos again. I bet you they're going to do Galactus next. I think that's gonna be next.
I've heard
big thing.
Galactus. I just couldn't think of the name.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the Stan Lee cameo with him passing?
I liked it. It made me sad when he died, of course. I noticed that he won his court case after he died. That was awesome.
Enough
Against
said.
that guy that was like abusing him and stuff.
Oh
And
yeah.
taking his money and
Yeah.
shit. But anyway, it was good to see him. It's always good to see him in there. It was great to see him in
I
Spider-Verse.
thought it was an actor at first. Like, I didn't know he was going to be in this movie.
That was great. What do you say? Make love, not war? Or what do you say?
Yeah, and his bumper sticker said "Enough said," and that's one of his catchphrases. I know from the comics. So
It would have been cool if it said Excelsior.
they should have had that on there. I don't know why they didn't. I feel like that should have been the name of the car.
There's
Like,
no
that was
such thing.
I don't know what.
Or have the
Okay.
license plate somehow say that.
See, plausible ideas, Jake. Let's just have them because you know I like to make up cars. So whatever, you know. God. All right, let's see.
What'd you
else do
think
I have
of
here?
all the cameos of all the characters, pretty much? Like even in the funeral scene and everything, you see all these guys.
It
Michael
bugged
Douglas.
Me. It bugged me.
Yeah.
Just because he brought him in just for that one long shot. I mean, they brought in Samuel L. Jackson just for him to walk out on the porch. I think he should have been like one of the ones right up front with.
Yeah, I don't know why he was just kind of like on the back, you know?
It's like, oh, sorry, I showed up late and I'm just going to hang out in the back.
He was after
should've-
that random kid. You notice that guy? I noticed him immediately. When they were panning through, there was a kid in there that I was like, who the fuck is that guy?
From Iron Man 3, I said that.
I know,
yeah.
but he was grown up.
Yeah.
They didn't say anything about him, so they're
They
talking
could have
he
gone
might be the
without
new
him,
Iron
He was a
Man.
kid that was crying in Jurassic World. Same actor. The little brother. I don't know if you've ever seen the Jurassic World movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
I actually like that. It's not a popular vote, but
Nope.
Once she started running in heels, I lost it.
yeah, that was pretty dumb.
My favorite part of that movie is when Jimmy Buffett runs away with 2 margaritas.
That is the best part.
I think I was
When
so
the pterodactyls hit. It
I think I was so dumbfounded by how stupid the movie was. I didn't even realize that.
was a terrible ball. Just imagine that. It'd be horrible.
I don't know.
Thank God that isn't a real thing. I love Jurassic Park. Not anymore, though, after the new movie. Fallen Kingdom.
I still think the older one, the first one, holds up better than any of them.
I almost wore a Jurassic Park shirt over here because I knew we were talking about Avengers.
That makes no sense.
I know. Well, shall we, in conclusion?
I just want to go off on one thing. I've
Okay,
brought it up to
go
Jake
for it.
before. Something that bugged me was when Captain Marvel takes the gauntlet from Spider-Man and got to get it to Ant-Man.
I got a rant about this too.
I mean, they brought in like all the female superheroes to go up against, like, just to get Captain Marvel through, when she could have just bulldozed her way right through. Like, there was no need for all of them to get together. I understand what they were going for, like women uniting, fighting together.
She has
But-
company. That's what they said.
And I told Jake before, I think it'd be more empowering for women to see someone like Captain Marvel or Scarlet Witch fighting side by side with Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, and holding her own.
Here's my point about this, though. I had the same thought. I turned right to Justin when that happened. I'm like, was that all women? And I kind of rolled my eyes. Then I'm like, we literally just saw like 10 male superhero dudes lined up with each other, charging action and everything else. If I was a girl or something and I liked the Marvel Universe, that would have been an epic shot. Been like, oh, there's all my heroes there. So I'll give him that. My problem with Captain Marvel is when she's in the beginning of the movie, other planets need my help. You know, they don't have you. And there's other things going on, so she leaves. It's like they don't have the gauntlet there. You know what I mean? This affects everything. This is where everything is culminating to save all of the shit you're talking about. So the fact that they just shoved her in there was just stupid. I don't think that she needed to be in there at all. I think that Captain Marvel could have been in a Phase 4 thing.
She needed to destroy Thanos' ship.
Right.
At the ending.
But
That's her ultimate purpose.
Whatever.
Right?
I thought
She
it
was just a mere plot device. She wasn't like a main character or anything.
that was the disappointing part of the movie for me when the cannons of his ship turned up to the sky and started firing in the sky. I'm like, ooh, which reveal is this going to be? What is this going to be? And then it was her. It's like, well,
Oh, I forgot we're doing what came first this episode, aren't we?
you got any more points, Eric? I know you took notes down.
I loved Rocket in the movie,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I would have much rather preferred Drax.
Yeah, more Drax. I agree. He's always eating something now. That's his thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I could have done with more Guardians, period. Like, it felt like Chris Pratt was barely in that movie.
Yeah,
That's good
just
and
the
bad.
one dancing scene and then
Yeah.
him fighting.
Yeah, that was it. And he, like, took, like, 2 shots. That was it. But,
Then they did have that part in the end where he's with Thor and they're trying to decide, like, well, he's
Yeah,
saying,
who's
I'm
captain.
in charge,
Yeah.
but then Thor's
Yes,
like,
yes, you're in charge, yes.
We all know you're in charge.
Obviously, because you're touching the monitor.
he's so good. Chris Evans, man. You got to give it up to that guy. When they found that character, that it clicked, and that's perfect.
Chris Evans? Is that his
No.
name?
Chris Pratt is.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris,
That's what I said.
You said Chris Evans.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's Captain America.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, I get it all confused.
What else?
Christopher Hemsworth.
What other points?
That's all I had.
I think my bullet points are shot.
Yeah, great movie. You got to watch it.
Great series, great movie. Nothing else has really been done like this until Avatar comes out in like 2059.
Here's my question. Why can't they do this with Star Wars? It's the leadership, right? It has to be.
They're going off of material that already exists.
Right, but you can make anything.
Boom. Right there. Because why did the last Game of Thrones season fail? Because of the
The
book
last few seasons, I heard, were not very good.
wasn't written.
I didn't mind anything up till season 8.
I don't think it failed. I'm just saying, like, that's the general consensus on
It's
the
just
internet.
people bitching, man. I'm so sick
People
and tired
always
of it.
bitch.
It's like, whatever.
That's what they do, dude. That's
Guess
what
what?
they do.
It's going to be good or it's going to be bad.
Do.
What are you going to do?
Are you ready?
I just need a pen.
We
So I
just
can-
need a pen so we can play.
Let's take a break because I got to pee.
We're gonna be right back before we explode our bladders. Welcome back to your favorite game.
You didn't do our little interlude music.
What came first?
No, like our break music.
I'll do that in post.
Okay.
You have to yell at me.
I didn't.
God.
That was the quietest I could have
Justin
said.
calls me boss. Where's the music?
Yeah,
All right,
Justin,
Eric.
Justin couldn't be here because of things.
Yes.
It's alright. R.I.P.
This is a special Avengers What Came First.
I'll
and
share.
I originally
This is-
wrote this out
this is one of
expecting
the things-
Justin to be here.
I told Eric that you need to come with a list.
So I actually had this done before you told me that. So I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. This will be me contributing. So this week in What Came First, we have a little bit of a twist. You guys will have 3 answers to choose from.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Because I was thinking you...
This is like deluxe mode, man. Like you took this to the next level. Like I thought it was hard just to do 2. You know what I mean?
But I was expecting Justin to be here and you guys
Well,
would
it
each
is.
had one.
Because think about it, you got to think of like 20 different things that kind of go together. So it does take a little bit of something.
So, all right, the first one. What came first? Don Cheadle, Jon Favreau, or Robert Downey Jr.?
Ooh. I'm going to say Downey Jr.
I'm going to say Mr. Cheadle. Beetle.
Number 2. Question. Are there multiple answers?
No.
Okay. You're not doing like you don't know Jack where there's sometimes multiple things. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Or kind of like Justin's what came first, North Dakota or South Dakota?
Or the universe or Earth. Whatever
yeah,
the
it's
fuck
like,
he
okay,
has.
Justin.
Yeah.
Clearly ran out of ideas on that one.
So, all right. What came first? Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, or Chris Pratt?
Evans.
Oh. I'm going to say Evans, too. I'm just going to follow you, bro. We'll go down together.
Don't high-five me on that.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Just copying my shit.
Whatever.
Okay. What came first? Tom Hiddleston, Loki, James Spader, Ultron, or Josh Brolin, Thanos?
Spader. Man.
Whatever. It's not my fault that you're right.
What came first? Brie Larson, Elizabeth Olsen, or Scarlett Johansson?
Ooh, baby, I
Scarlett.
love your way.
Scarlett Johansson.
Who came first? She is kind of old. I'm going to go with Scarlet Witch. Just so I don't have to listen to him.
What came first? Bradley Cooper, David Bautista, Drax, or Vin Diesel?
Oh, dog. Batista. All day. Yo, go ahead and copy me, bro. What you want?
I'm gonna say Vin Diesel.
World of Warcraft vet?
I think it's Batista though.
It is Batista. You gave it to me. Thank you.
What came first? Captain America Winter Soldier, Iron Man 3, or Thor The Dark World?
Thor.
One more time. Sorry.
Captain America Winter Soldier,
Okay.
Iron Man 3,
Yep.
Thor The Dark World.
Iron Man 3. Hello. Who is it?
Okay. What came first? Ant-Man, Avengers Age of Ultron, or Guardians of the Galaxy?
Avengers Age of
Yeah,
Ultron.
I agree.
Well, you gotta copy me, bro. Take all the right answers. If you need a moment to tally it up.
Nope, there's 3 more.
Oh, snap. We're on 7.
That would be yes. That would be.
Thank you. I learned to count.
So,
I got a...
number 8. Who came first? Edward Norton, Eric Bana, or Mark Ruffalo?
I don't know who the middle guy is. Who's the middle guy?
Banner's the original Hulk. He was in what's that movie about the hostages?
Munich.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Munich was fucking bomb.
Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
I'm gonna go with Ed. The clock is ticking.
I'm gonna go
With Garfield. I think Garfield's the answer.
Andrew Garfield?
No, just the cat.
Ruffalo.
Ruffles chips.
Okay. What came first? Comic debut. Hulk, Iron Man, or Thor?
Thor.
Hulk.
I like that. Are you okay, Jake?
I think so.
I'm fine. I have something in my throat.
Okay.
God, no. What did you
can't
say?
change it.
What did
Bullshit.
you say? Did
you
you
took
say
your hand off the checker piece,
No, I didn't.
bro.
It's
Took
still
your
there.
hand off the checker piece, bro.
Did you say Thor? What did he say?
Don't tell him. It's over.
He said Thor.
Next
didn't he?
He
question.
said Garfield. Okay.
You can't
final
change
one.
it.
What came first?
God, Thor. It was
Goose
Thor.
Island Brewery, Sam Adams Brewery, or Summit Brewing?
Sam.
What was the first one again?
Goose Island.
Samuel. We both got 10 out of 10.
You guys gave different answers, and you got 10 out of 10?
Yep.
Both of you?
Yep.
God damn, you guys are great.
Works 60% of the time, bro.
60% of the time, I'm right every time.
Let me tally this up.
All right, we're going to be right back. Oh, shit. Just like the dinosaurs from that weird 90s movie, we're back. Thank you. That was a good joke. That was a good one. Come on.
I completely forgot about that movie.
You're welcome. The girl had to eat dinner by herself because her parents were too busy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. Go ahead.
Okay, so question number 1. What came first, Don Cheadle, Jon Favreau, or Robert Downey Jr.? Jake got it right with Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle, November 29th, 1964. Jon Favreau, October 19th, 1966. Robert Downey Jr., October 4th, 1965.
God, 66
Damn,
for Favreau?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was really close. That was a good one. Those were super close, man.
All right. Who came first? Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, or Chris Pratt? You both got this one wrong. Chris Evans,
That's what I said.
It's wrong.
June 13th, 1981. Chris Hemsworth, August 11th, 1983. I'm older than that bitch. Then Chris Pratt, June 21st, 1979.
Oh, wow.
He's the oldest? Really?
Okay.
Of Asgard.
He's so good.
Then who came first?
What's his best role?
Who's that? Chris.
Chris Pratt. Andy.
Is that from Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
I've honestly never seen an
Dude,
episode.
you have got to watch that show.
You like The
It's
Office?
so good.
No, actually, I do not.
Oh, okay. Then you won't like
no,
it.
you probably won't like it then.
It's really deadpan, just like weird comedy. I don't know.
I just don't care for the full-mentary, like them just talking to the camera, like being interviewed and shit like that. I don't like Modern
Oh,
Family.
well, they don't have a lot of
I
that. But
think
there's some.
Parks and Rec has more narrative.
Yeah.
Like more like this has a script and a direction rather than just like your average day at the office.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, we were interrupting the game show.
Okay, so number 3, who came first? Tom Hiddleston, Josh Brolin, or James Spader? You both got this one right with James Spader. James Spader, February 7th, 1960. Josh Brolin, February 12th, 1968. Tom Hiddleston, February 9th, 1981.
God, I'm older than him. I'm older than everybody. I don't know what the
Okay.
fuck I'm talking about.
Number 4, who came first? Brie Larson, Elizabeth Olsen, or Scarlett Johansson? Jake got this one right. Scarlett Johansson,
Joe.
November 22nd, 1984. Brie Larson, October 1st, 1989. Elizabeth Olsen, February 16th, 1989.
I'm 7
Damn,
years
dude.
older than Scarlett Johansson. Holy jeez.
Okay, number 5, who came first? Bradley Cooper, David Bautista, Vin Diesel. Jake got this one right with Vin Diesel. July 18th,
Damn it, dude.
1967. Dave Bautista, January 18th, 1969. Bradley Cooper, January 5th, 1975.
So Vin Diesel is 50-something years old?
50. He turns 52 in July.
I'm calling collusion on this game right now because y'all work together. So
Because you guys
Yeah.
got your ass whooped.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
That's what it's looking like. It's not looking good.
Get used to it, Daryl.
I'm
What
used to
came
it.
first? Captain America Winter Soldier, Iron Man 3, or Thor The Dark World? Daryl,
Yeah.
collusion. You got this one right. Iron Man 3, May 3rd, 2013. Captain America Winter Soldier, April 4th, 2014. Thor The Dark World, November 8th, 2013.
Close.
Just goes to show like how close they put these movies together.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, number 7. What came first? Ant-Man, Age of Ultron, and Guardians of the Galaxy. You both got this one wrong. You guys both
Guardians?
said Avengers Age of Ultron. That came out on May 1st, 2015. Guardians is the correct answer. August 1st, 2014.
Wow.
That's crazy, dude. I could have swore that Guardians came out after Ultron.
And then Ant-Man,
hence-
July
hence the
17th.
reason
It's
that we
funny how
answered.
you remember shit.
Hence
Go
the
ahead.
reason we answered it that way.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Jake, for that leading commentary.
Okay, then number 8. Who came first? Eric Bana,
Weird.
Edward Norton,
Right when the Hulk is coming on, too.
or Mark Ruffalo. Jake got this one right with Mark Ruffalo.
Yes, sir.
Mark Ruffalo, November 22nd, 1967.
67.
Eric Bana, August 9th, 1968. Or Edward Norton, August 18th, 1969. I originally did not have Mark Ruffalo as my answer for this. I was doing like, which Avengers characters were recast, and I had Terrence Howard in there. But he wouldn't have been the answer anyway.
No.
Yeah, Eric Bana would have been the correct answer. Okay, then what came first? Who made their comic debut first? The Hulk, Thor, or Iron Man? Jake got this one right with Hulk.
Ooh.
Even though you were...
I was regretting my answer.
Yes. So Hulk
I was regretting mine a little.
Hulk debuted in May of 1962. Thor, not far after, August 1962. Iron Man, 1968. And last one. What came first? Goose Island Brewing, Sam Adams Brewing, Summit Brewing. You both got this one right with Sam Adams Brewing, 1984. Goose Island was 1988, and Summit was 1986.
All of that is great, but how badly did I beat Darrell?
Well, if you would have been keeping track, you won 7-3.
Oh.
And
It's devastating, Darrell.
2 of those you guys got the same answer.
Yeah.
So Darrell only had one lone answer to himself.
I'm sorry.
It's like Seinfeld.
You know more things because you're one of the elders.
I am an elder.
Hashtag grizzledancient.com. Hashtag Avengers Endgame. Yes. Well, you got a secret question for us, Eric?
Yes, this
There we
one
go.
it goes out to Jake. When
Oh,
am I going to
Jesus.
get my movies back? The ones that I lent you.
What movies?
Bully and Green Street Hooligans.
Oh, I'll give them back to you before you leave. That's your secret question.
They are actually at the Pond America.
No, I haven't.
You need to sift through the back. You'll find it.
No, my secret question, something I've asked Justin and Jake this before. Like I thought it'd be like a cool topic. What's on your guys' bucket list?
Ooh.
You had mentioned earlier you had something on your bucket list.
Like
Probably.
in life?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Like
man.
like life?
Yeah, like what do you want to do before you die? Like if you were on your deathbed, you would have been thinking, I wish I could have done this.
I like that. Red Rocks comes to mind automatically.
Oh, in Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado for sure. And then I gotta go to Hobbiton. Like that's one of my trips coming up in the next 5 years. Like planning to go to New Zealand to go to Lord
Honeymoon.
of the Rings. Could be. I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but she is totally down with it too. You should just go see the fucking ocean, dude. Just go.
Well, I'm going in September, so.
Oh, you're gonna go see the ocean?
Well, I'm going to look at it.
You need to put your feet in there.
No. Not going to
Okay,
happen.
coming from a guy that doesn't like the water level in Super Mario 64, you should at least go in there once.
I'm not going in there.
Okay, well,
Are you afraid of being eaten by a shark or you just can't swim?
No, I can swim.
So what are you afraid of?
Because what's in there? Nobody knows that shit. You ever see
The Meg, yes, I saw it. It was horrible.
little film called Jaws?
I like the man.
That chick was barely out there. She was barely out in that water. Freaking Jaws.
She was like
She's out by the
100
booty.
yards.
She's out. Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to stick your feet.
No, I'm not sticking my feet in there. What about jellyfish? What about urchins? Like what speared your feet? And you were in a goddamn wheelchair your whole vacation. I'm not doing that.
God, you had to bring that up.
Yeah, he
Okay.
stepped that first day. He stepped in a sea urchin.
Yeah, we were on a cruise and we were supposed to hit 3 different ports. We were having engine problems, so we didn't even hit any of those.
Which is the first thing you want to hear when you're going on a cruise.
Oh God.
Are you going on a cruise?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
But so the only place we went to is San Juan, Puerto Rico. We weren't even supposed to be there. We pull in and we take out their dock. Like you can look up Norwegian Epic crash, and it's taking out like this little scaffolding dock. And it's like I was right by when it happened. I couldn't hear shit. But anyway, like the next day we get off, we go to this beach, and this taxi driver is saying, "Oh yeah, that's a great place to go for little kids. It's gonna be very safe." So we get there. I stand on these rocks, and I'm thinking it'd be kind of cool to like off in the distance. There's like a platform, a rock platform. I can see the bottom of the ocean. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
it'd be cool to go out there, take a picture, and come walking back. I'm walking through barefoot, and these rocks are sharper than shit. And I hurry, get up on this rock platform, take a couple steps, step right on a sea urchin. My knees buckle, and I just start screaming, like, fuck. God. Sorry, YouTube. But
I love it. Sorry, YouTube.
I got to walk back, and I'm looking down, like, watching where I'm going. There's sea urchins all over the fucking place.
Oh, my God, dude.
It's...
Yeah, I'm super excited to see that.
Well, if you go to
If I got stung by a sea urchin, I'd probably die.
Okay, I was on a rock. I mean, there aren't sea urchins in the sand.
You don't have to go in. Just see the ocean. That's okay.
That's cool.
Let's just make a compromise.
I'll see it.
Or at
That's
least
how I told
shuffle
you.
your feet so you're not about to step on anything.
I'm not
You're just
shuffling.
gonna
No,
kick
because
it.
then you dig your toe in or something, and something
It's
goes
weird when you go into the ocean because it's like salt water. So, like, when you go under, it's like, it's like...
I'm not going under.
Okay, well, you gotta live your best life, and that's okay.
Man, I've seen videos of sharks coming up and grabbing dudes when they're like ankle or like knee deep in
The
water.
only time you don't want to swim is when it's murky, because the shark doesn't know if you're a seal or anything else. If it's clear water, it's fine, because the shark doesn't know unless you're on your period, which you could be because you are crabby about something sometimes. So,
I think that's 24/7.
yeah, thank you.
Whatever, both of you.
He just looked at me like he wanted to kill me. I'm just playing, dude. You know we love you.
My bucket list is to drive a famous racetrack.
Oh, like Talladega or
Some,
Daytona?
Like, no. Like Nuremberg or some kind of crazy street course. Like where over in Germany where you get a BMW and you can go as fast as you want. Or a Lambo or something like that.
On the Autobahn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Autobahn, probably at the very least Autobahn, but like a real racetrack would be awesome. Or like race school for a week or something like that. This is my bucket list, so I'm going to do that someday. That's my thing.
Cool. Justin, what's your secret, or what's your on your bucket list?
I just want peace and happiness in the world.
I like to eat shredded cheese by the handful.
More hamburger.
Willie Reed, George R.R. Martin, upside down, backwards.
Something that's on mine is, like, I do it like every year. I go on a football road trip. I want to hit all 30 NFL stadiums.
That's awesome.
How-
Do you
what
drive
are you up
there?
to?
Or?
We started driving there, but now we're getting to the point where we're hitting all the ones close enough.
Yeah.
And so last year we flew down to Atlanta. This year we're going to be flying to Philadelphia, then driving to D.C. We're going to hit 2 stadiums. So
How many have you been to?
Epic.
Oh shit! I think I've been to 8. So
That's it?
U.S. Bank, Lambeau,
You got
Arrowhead,
goals, man. That's
Soldier
awesome.
Field.
Who are you going to see, though? Like the Vikes or what?
A few of them I saw the Vikings, but not this time. I'm going to see the Eagles play the Lions, and then the Redskins play the Bears. So I'll be seeing 2 NFC East teams going up against 2 NFC North teams.
Yeah.
So
That's
Man.
awesome, dude.
I wanted to go to the one where you went to Tennessee for the whole
Yes, I
the
forgot.
opener.
Well, didn't you want to go to the Tar Heel Stadium or the Royal?
That's where I'm going in September.
Oh, you are.
Yep. Tar Heels. I'm going to go see the campus.
So
and
when
shit.
you walk on the beach, you should wear sandals. Just want to let you know. There might be sand on the beach.
I know there's sand on the beach, Darrell.
I'm just saying. There might be.
My point is, I could die from a bee sting. That's my point.
I know I saw a big bee today and I thought of you. I'm just like, ooh, Jake's not here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty basic. I mean, I want to go on a bunch of trips, like to go to the mountains and like actual snowboarding. Mm-hmm. I like to go again. I've been a couple times, but
I've been in the mountains before, but not during the snow. I was in Wyoming, up in the mountains.
it's
Sheridan,
tough, man.
Wyoming.
Have you ever been at altitude in Colorado? Like up in the mountains?
no, I've been in Denver.
Yeah.
And I've like ran the streets of Denver, and I could not believe like how fast you run out of breath.
Oh yeah. You're a mile. The Mile High Stadium is the truest thing, man.
So I could not imagine like snowboarding in those mountains.
My thing is that I'm not getting any younger, so I'm not getting any older. I got to go to Colorado sooner than later just because it just takes so much out of you. Oh my God, just imagine being at 10,000 feet. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, this is just the first chairlift up. I'm like, what? Like, if there's another summit after this, good night. Yeah.
Nah, no thanks.
I know. It's my thing.
I mean, I would like to be up there and looking around, but I'm too old and fat to.
My thing is, I don't do all the steep stuff. I just find the easy tracks and I just haul ass. So it's kind of fun if you know.
You're one of those dudes. On your left.
Kinda, yeah. I don't mean to be. This smells good.
Something I forgot about in Denver is like beer hits you a lot harder.
Oh yeah,
you're higher up.
Any alcohol.
Yeah.
How about other particulates?
It's not advised
Yeah.
for novices.
So yes, then.
No.
Oh.
No, I went with some friends, and my buddy was drinking beer the whole time, and I didn't drink a drop because I knew we were going to sleep at 10,000 feet. So that was pretty high up there, and I knew that I needed to make sure I didn't get sick because I've been in the hospital for altitude sickness before. So...
One of my buddies who
Of course you have.
One of my friends who I went to Denver with, he had a friend out there who worked at a dispensary. And he's eating these little gummy bears and like taking tiny bites. And I'm thinking, why the hell are you taking such tiny bites? It's like, oh no, there's THC in them. It's like, oh, okay. A buddy of mine has one. He just bites like a leg off.
Yeah.
He goes to bed. Wakes up in the middle of the night. He's paralyzed. Like he cannot move. I don't know if it's like the altitude plus the THC or...
Sounds like some good shit. What it sounds like.
Yeah. El Diablo.
You're telling me you couldn't move?
It reminds me of the Joe Rogan, his stand-up. He's like, don't mess with the gummy bears, man. Why? El Diablo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's funny.
Some people react that way to edibles, so I don't know.
Yeah, they're not advised because you can't control.
Now you can do. Now mushrooms are legal in Colorado, so just
my
imagine
God.
being up in the mountains on that shit.
Oh, no,
Why not?
thank
Yeah,
you.
you're just like, oh, I can fly. Thanks for sticking with us, Cyberbots. We want to hear from you.
Thanks for coming, Eric.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You can email
Next
us.
time, come up with some better material, would you?
Oh my God, shut up, Jake. You did perfectly. You can email us at
Jake's
cyberlunch1@outlook.com or contact us via our Facebook page at Cyberlunch. We're looking forward to see you again next week for another lunchroom discussion.
Where can you find us?
Cyberlunch1@outlook.com or our Facebook page.
Or
Did anybody email you?
No.
Or-
No.
Derek.
I'm trying to be Justin.
I know.
Go
but
Pack, go.
Neither one of them check that shit, so
Wow.
go Twins.
Wow.
Go Twins. They fucking rock.
Go Twins.
Be nice if they could hit some home runs, though.
Oh yeah, they just got done hitting like 58. What was it? 58 last month? Or 56. The record was 58. And that was by the Mariners.
And they won a game where they hit 8.
Dude, that game was so much fun to watch. It's been so many of the games have been fun to watch. So if you ain't a Twins fan, suck it.
All right. Thanks, Jake. See you later. Love you. Bye.